Be up, guys. Welcome to the stream. A happy one for me. Reaction stream to the Bees and Liverpool. Bees 3. Let's do it that way. Sorry. Bees 3. Liverpool 2. We've done it. We stung the champions, guys. We've done it. So happy, guys. I'm so happy today. After that performance, I never saw this coming. I didn't think we'd be good enough to beat Liverpool. I really didn't. As you know, the other day, guys, I was dreading it still. Thinking that we'd done West Ham. They were poor, really poor. But it's still a great performance against West Ham. Don't get me wrong. But they weren't great. And to be honest, I don't think Liverpool were great here either. But to beat a team like this, it doesn't happen too often. They're still champions, don't forget. Still an amazing team. And I thought we were awesome. A lot of people were saying, well, look, it's Liverpool were terrible. Absolutely terrible. Disaster. And fair enough, you can say that if you want. But let's big up our performance. You know, the Bees. How great we were. Because we were amazing. We took it to Liverpool right from the off. Got in and about them. Yes, another goal from the long throw. But who cares, you know? At the end of the day. We scored another goal from a long throw. And it happens. And we got that weapon. And for to be honest, I'm happy. I'll take that all day long. Great long throw from a fantastic player where I think we got in Michael Kayode. He was awesome. And deserved player of the match, man of the match there for me. It was amazing. And he got it. He was awesome all through that game. Incredible game for him. And I think that was probably our best performance, apart from the couple of mistakes I don't like. We're still doing those sort of stupid mistakes. Because 3-2 isn't the right score here. We could have won it at least 4-1 maybe. Something like that. 5-1, I don't know. But 3-2 makes this look closer than it should have been. And it's well, it wasn't. Let's be honest. We were the better team. And I don't... Look, Liverpool, I still say, fantastic team. They still are. A lot of people will say now they won't win the Premier, maybe, but they're still there. I know they've lost 4 now, but you still can't write them off. Be up to you, Jordan. Cheers for leaving that comment, bro. Congratulations, Steve, bro. Yeah, Jordan, we beat you, bro. Sorry. But thanks for that, man. If you're able to come on anytime, let me know. Probably I might be doing it. Well, thinking of doing a buzz this week. If you want to come on there, I'll be talking about obviously these games and everything, and going to this one again maybe. So if you do want to come on there, maybe if you're available, let me know. I've got to do a preview now for the Grimsby one. That's Tuesday, of course, Carabao Cup. So that'll probably be tomorrow, I guess. If I got time, if I got a chance, it'll be tomorrow. If you want to come on that anyway, just talk about this game, it's fair enough, mate. If you're around and available. I know you said something about you got a problem with you have a storm come in and everything, but if you're available, you're able to, come on, bro. Come on. I'd like to hear your opinions and comments about this. I really would. Any Liverpool fan, I'd like to hear from them. Red Rain. Is that Red Rain? Yeah, Red Rain. Yeah. We are utter shite. Well, yeah. Look, I still think you're a great team, you know, at the end of the day. It wasn't your best performance, no way, of course. But, you know, this is we need to sack Slot. Yeah, you could say that, but it's a bit reactionary, all that, I think. I think he needs to earn his money now, though, because, you know, he hasn't got all of Klopp's squad anymore that he had before. A few of them are gone. TAA is gone. And who's your other players that are left? Trying to think of the others. But you have had a few gone. What's his name? Guy that went to Villa. Elliot, he's gone. Few others, yeah. Harvey Elliott, he went. Our keeper, Kelleher. Yeah. He's now with us, yeah. Kayode ran rings around us yesterday. Exactly, he did. But he was amazing. He was superb. I can't say that. I won't put that down to your being poor at all. I thought he was amazing, Kayode. And he has been great for us already, Kayode. He's been, you know, what signing, you know. I think we've got another gem there, you know. Absolute gem. Harvey Elliott. Yeah, exactly. There are some others, I'm sure, that have gone. Diaz as well. You lost Diaz as well, didn't you? And, you know, some big players still have gone. So, of course, the unfortunate passing of Diogo Jota. There weren't much you could do about that one. Unfortunately, passed away. Died in a crash, unfortunately. But anyway, yeah. So you know, you have lost some big players still, and a lot of people are still saying you're now in like a transition thing. Well, you kind of are, I guess. You've got new players in. Vert still hasn't done it, although he should have scored against us yesterday. Let's be honest. Probably he had that great chance and he should have scored. The rest are, I mean, you got obviously Isaac, who was out injured as well. You know, maybe you miss somebody like him, or obviously Salah wasn't not great again performing, but he scored a fantastic goal, by the way. Great goal. But a lot of that was down to our mistake again. That came to him to score. I thought probably Szoboszlai was your best player yesterday. To me, I thought he looked great. The only one that really turned up as such. You know, you're missing probably obviously the likes of Gravenberch at the moment as well. I think Gakpo's been pretty good, but I think we kept him a bit fairly quiet last night. Gakpo. So, yeah, and you had McAllister came on and everything. Robertson. I'm not sure Kirkes is a great player for you. I know he scored. But again, that was down to maybe loss of concentration, you could say, because of a dumb referee. And that's another thing we can't do anything about, is these referees. And I still think they seem to think they're the centre of attention. And this bald-headed twat, Simon Hooper. And actually, no, I'm not going to mention his first name anymore. We're not going to do first names of these keepers, these referees. It's Hooper. Because Hooper, now I'm thinking of, he's like Hooper from Jaws. We all know that character in Jaws, Richard Dreyfuss, Hooper, and I'm going to attempt because I'm not happy with this ref. I think he's an arsehole, absolute wanker. But I'm going to attempt this impression of Robert Shaw from Jaws. I say, you go in the cage, cage goes in the water, the shark's in the water. Not a very good impression, is it? But still. And that's what I want to put him, in a cage in the water with a shark. And I hope the shark gets through the cage. Please, if you're going to do bad comments, do it about my impression if you want. But, I love that film, Jaws. It's fantastic. But, that's what I'm thinking of now. It's Hooper out of Jaws. And Hooper, he can go in the water and hopefully get eaten by a shark or something. But, well, at the end of the day, that is actually what would have happened, apparently, in that film. He was supposed to be eaten, Hooper. He was supposed to be killed by the shark, apparently. He wasn't going to come back. Richard Dreyfuss. And that's why they thought, a lot of people thought, oh, he may come back in the sequels and whatever. Of course, he never did. But, he was originally going to be killed off. So, got more comments. Be up to you, Kev. Delighted for you, mate. Hope Keith Andrews keeps up the great job he's doing. Yeah, cheers, bro. And well done to you lot again. Brilliant. Beating Chelsea. Well done to Sunderland, bro. Fantastic. And you're second, I believe. Are you still second? Yeah. Well done, Sunderland. I think you're staying up. Well, if you keep this going, you're staying up by a big way. A big way of big margin. You're going to stay up this season. So well done. I think a very good team, Sunderland, as well. You don't know what you'll get with Chelsea. They're up and down, hot and cold. And, so I don't think they were amazing. But you still got to beat them. You still got to beat them. So, be up to you, Manny. Hope you're well, brother. Hi, Steve. I just thought I'd join in and once again congratulate you. I was proved wrong, and more pertinently, Liverpool's title defence is over. Also, there's a lot to like about this Brentford team. Yeah, cheers. Thanks, bro. Cheers, my friend. My favourite Richard Dreyfuss film has to be Mr. Holland's Opus. Beautiful movie. Yeah, it is. Yeah, and he's a great actor, Richard Dreyfuss. Incredible actor. Still with us, of course, which is great. And incredible actor. And, as I say, as Hooper in Jaws, he was great. I thought he's great in a film called Always. I think it was called Always. Yeah, Always. With Holly Hunter and John Goodman. I think it came out about 89. Always remember that film. He was great in that. Superb. And also in a film called, I don't know, many of you might know it, What About Bob? With Bill Murray. Comedy film. Because he does some great comic roles as well, The guy can be a comedy actor as well, he's not just serious. And we all know, of course, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Great in that. I don't know if you did you come on and see my impression of that, Manny, of Robert Shaw? It wasn't a great impression, but I just, remember that line and scene in Jaws, and I'm thinking of that referee Hooper now, because he says, it's like I said, I'll do it again, I'll try it again. You go in the cage goes in the water, our sharks in the water. Yeah. And hopefully Simon Hooper will go in the cage and go in the water. for all I care. Adding that extra time on, where did that come from? It was 3 minutes. Ended up more like 4 or 5 to let Liverpool score. Yeah, great, isn't it? Thank you, ref. You're very neutral, aren't you? Yeah, Kev, still second for the moment. Our manager, Regis Labrie, is doing an incredible job. Yeah, he really is. I can't say I know a lot about this guy, but he's a very top manager, isn't he? Fantastic manager. And be up to you, Harry. Hope you're well, bro. Hello, guys. Hope you're all well. Some interesting results in the football yesterday. Didn't see Sunderland's win coming at the bridge. Well, not many of us did, but I'm sure Kev did, and I'm sure he's very happy, and he really is. So, and well done to Sunderland. They've been amazing. Yeah, Jordan, again, we played like crap. I wouldn't say you were totally terrible. I wouldn't say you were absolutely terrible. I don't know. Okay, not amazing, but you'd always give that excuse in a way. But I thought we got about you well and stopped you playing really well as well. And then obviously we had that other referee come on for the second half, Tim Robinson, and I didn't rate him much, but what I did like is he gave us that penalty. It probably wasn't really a penalty. I wouldn't have said it. It seemed pretty soft. But we'll take that penalty all day long, and we deserved that. And Thiago scored. I don't think he had the best of games, actually, yesterday. I thought he was better against West Ham. Great there. But he wasn't in the game much this time, but he scored the penalty, and that's what matters. And, I'm going to go into the player ratings a bit later. I will just bring up... I won't be on here too long today, guys. I've got my Sunday lunch to come. So that'll be about maybe 1-ish. So I'll only be on here till about probably about 1:45, something like that. I'll bring the article up here and get into this, the match report. Yeah. I'll just do this comment from Manny. Also had a brilliant anti-hero role in the Michael Douglas star, The American President. Yeah, and no, mate, sadly I didn't see it. I was never a fan of the Jaws franchise. Too trauma-inducing for me. Yeah. But, yeah, I'd watch it, just see if I don't think it was a great impression anyway, but, Robert Shaw was a great actor as well. Fantastic actor. I don't think I've done him justice at all there, but his son now, he's doing that Jaws play. I don't know if it's still going. I know it was out last year, I think it was. If it is still going, I'd love to see it, to be honest. I think, his son is the exact likeness of him and does incredible impression of his dad, the late, great Robert Shaw. We'll try and think of the name of the play. I think it was The Shark Isn't Working or something. I think it's called The Shark Isn't Working. And that's the play. So go and check that out if it's still going, guys, because I definitely want to see it. I'd still love to go and see that. Manny, again, a special word, of course, for the ex-Liverpool captain who ran the show against his ex-teammates. Yes, of course, they're almost as influential and magisterial as Jimmy Case was for Southampton against Liverpool in 1989. Yeah, exactly. Yes, Jordan Henderson, I will be talking about him, Manny. Of course I will. He was fantastic again. Yeah. But not as great as Michael Kayode, I'm afraid, in the end. But anyway, I'll be going into that very soon. Yeah, Bees beat reigning Premier League champions in breathless game at the GTEC. Yeah, great game as well. It was an absolutely great, fantastic game of football. Dango Ouattara, Kevin Schade and Igor Thiago on target as Brentford beat reigning Premier League champions Liverpool 3-2 at GTEC Community Stadium. Keith Andrews, there was something in the air. The way we approached the game was fearless. Dango Ouattara, Kevin Schade and Igor Thiago were on target as Brentford beat reigning Premier League champions Liverpool 3-2 in the breathless game at GTEC Community Stadium. After Ouattara and Schade had found the net for the Bees, Milos Kerkez reduced the deficit for the visitors on the brink of half-time. Thiago struck from the penalty spot to restore the West Londoners' 2-goal advantage, before Mohamed Salah's late finish set up a nervy finish. Keith Andrews' side stood firm during more than 10 minutes of stoppage time to secure a memorable victory in TW8. Andrews opted for the same side that lined up against West Ham United on Monday night. Four Premier Liverpool players were included in the West Londoners squad. Jordan Henderson, Kayode Kelleher and Sepp Vandenberg. Starred at the GTEC Community Stadium while Fabio Carvalho was named among the substitutes. Yeah, he didn't come on. It took Brentford less than 5 minutes to open the scoring. Michael Kayode launched it in the trademark throw from the left. Christopher Ayer made first contact in the crowded 6-yard box. And Ouattara's first-time volley left Georgi Mamardashvili with no chance. Ouattara's hooked finish was the Bees' 200th competitive goal at the GTEC. Liverpool came within inches of an equaliser midway through the half. Having worked the ball into the box, Hugo Ekitiki's back heel struck Nathan Collins and dropped perfectly for Florian Wirtz. But the German drove just wide of Kayode Kelleher's right post. Moments later, Cody Gakpo swung in a cross from the left, and Ekitiki's glancing header bounced wide. Gakpo then pulled the trigger himself, but his shot from distance sailed over the crossbar and into the West Stand. Brentford were forced into a change before the half-hour mark as Vitaly Yaniuk replaced the injured Yiha Yarmouk, who I thought was pretty decent again. Yarmouk, very good. Unfortunately went off injured. Henderson and Ouattara both had shots from distance as the Bees went in search of a second goal. Virgil van Dijk only half cleared his lines under pressure from Thiago and Mikael Damsgaard seized possession. The Dane skipped forward and saw his dipping effort from 20 yards tipped over the bar by back-pedaling Mamardashvili. Brentford's persistence was rewarded. After Liverpool surrendered possession, Damsgaard released Schade with a defence-splitting pass. The forward pulled clear of Ibrahima Konate and stroked the ball beyond Mamardashvili and into the net. Frustratingly for the Bees, Liverpool pulled a goal back in the final seconds of the first half. Connor Bradley's low delivery from the right evaded Ekitiki and Kerkez beat Ouattara to the ball before turning in from close range. And there's a few of the photos from the action. More comments here, Manny. Again, fair to say that Kayode caught the Roadrunner yesterday. Yeah. He did. Yeah, that's the only time. It never happened in the cartoon, did it? You never caught him in that. I know what you mean. Never. Yeah, never. Yeah, I know what you meant there, Manny. But anyway, Manny again knew that Sepp was at Liverpool too. Yes, he has been for a little while. Youth player who played a few cup games but didn't make a single league appearance. No. He'd been off on loan to a few teams, I think, one or two teams. I wasn't really sure about him. But he had a great game last night. I've got to admit, he was really good last night. I think pretty much all that defence nearly was great. I think Aya started brilliantly. I think he was really good at most of the game, and then done that stupid error. So that's what will knock a mark off on his player rating, I'm afraid. But yeah, here's some of the photos of the action. Obviously, Jordan Henderson, brilliant. Playing in front of his old team, of course. He'd been there, I think he said, what was it, 12 years or more? Was it 12 years? I think he'd been there. And, gave the interview after and saying about that. And obviously his kids were born there. His two kids were born in Liverpool. And saying obviously how Ajax missing him and all that. And yeah, I thought he's been amazing. I take back what I said. I really didn't think why we bought him. It was a strange move at the time. Supposed to be the replacement for Damsgaard. And I thought, well, how's he going to do that? How's he going to be that replacement? And he's older. And is he going to last the whole season at 35? But so far, I've been wrong. I stand corrected here. I think he's been amazing, and he was in this game as well. Really great as well. Yeah, and there's the first goal, Watara, from the long throw, of course. Great long throw by Kayode. Amazing. Great header on by Aya. And he hit it into the net. Sort of scissor volley thing or whatever, I suppose you could say. But it was great finish and a great start for us. And it got even better, of course. And there he is celebrating, Damsgaard. I could say with him, when you've been Damsgaard. When you've been Damsgaard. A lot of people remember that from, I guess, the 90s, 80s, 90s, whatever, with Tango. Used to be, when you've been Tangoed. But now it's, when you've been Damsgaard. And, yeah. So, it's another case of Dango Unchained as well. So, anyway, there was obviously Kelleher thwarting Salah. He got through 1-on-1. He thwarted him. And of course, Sharda scoring. I thought most of the time he was good in this game as well, Sharda. He was always threatening behind with his pace and whatever. I thought he was pretty good. And a decent finish. Really was. Kelleher there again in action. Another good save. And yeah, Sharda again. And Thiago penalty. Cooley taking penalty down the middle. The only thing I will say about that, he keeps going down the middle, and so I think sometime now these goalies will twig that. These real top keepers will twig that and think, oh, yeah, he's always going to go down the middle now. So we just stay there. We won't move. It's all very well when the goalies will move. It's fair enough. But if he does keep taking them always down the middle, at some stage they're just going to stop and stay there. They're not going to move at all. And it'd be an easy save. But I'm glad he took it. I'm glad Shardy didn't take it again because he missed one, of course, against Sunderland. So it looks to me like Thiago will be the actual penalty taker, assigned penalty taker now, I would say. And let's stick with that if it is to be him. But I will say just try and maybe change the way you take a penalty, Thiago, if in case they cotton on and just stay there, the goalies don't move, then they save it, So I'd say maybe try and change it a bit if you can. I remember with Bramo, we know what he done, and he still do it at United. He always went in and looking straight at the goalie, seeing what he's going to do, his movement, what he thinks he's going to do if he's going to move, and he'd put it another way. He'd put it in a different way or something or whatever. So we knew that with Bramo. This guy isn't quite like that, but he's both penalties he's taken, he's scored with so far. So I'll keep him going with it, definitely. I think Damsgaard could take him as well, but for now, let's keep going with Thiago. And if Thiago is off the pitch for any reason, we'll have Damsgaard taking him, I hope. Anyway, as Janelt came on for Yarmulke and actually done very well. I think he was pretty good, Janelt, when he came on. He did sell Aya short with a pass with that second goal they got back, Liverpool. I don't like that. That wasn't a great pass to him, although Aya should have come to the pass, instead of waiting for it. And, of course, it was intercepted. But anyway, he was quite good when he came on. Pretty good. Brentford were a brighter side after the break, having latched on to Sepp Vandenberg's pass over the top. Schade centred for Thiago. The Brazilian's first touch took him away from goal, and Mamardashvili smothered the ball at his near post. Yes, not great from Thiago. I think he could have tried hitting it first time. He had a touch and it was too heavy and ended up, being too close to the goalie. It wasn't good. I think that was brilliant. A great ball from Vandenberg over the top, and Schade, great ball for Thiago, and really should have hit it first time. I think on the edge of the penalty area, on the line there, around that area. The Liverpool keeper then launched himself to his left to deny Damsgaard, who had struck sweetly from the edge of the area. Yeah, it was. Two great efforts, I think, from Damsgaard in this game. The Bees were presented with a huge opportunity to restore their 2-goal advantage on the hour mark. After Ouattara was fouled by Van Dijk, the referee awarded a free kick on the edge of the box. However, following a VAR review, a penalty was awarded as replay showed that contact was made inside the area. Strange one, really. But, we got it. We got that decision. So I can't moan too much. Manny again just found out that today is in the British summertime, so today's games are starting an hour later. I thought it was next week. Next weekend, I thought. Because it's Halloween, isn't it? It's 31st. On Friday, surely that's the end of it, isn't it? Strange. Well, I didn't think it was today, but there we go. An hour later. Well, no, I'm sure it's next week, Manny. Yeah, because it's end of the month. It's going to be the 31st on Friday. Yeah, Halloween. So, anyway, a penalty was awarded as replay showed that contact was made inside the area. We're lucky to get it. Maybe it's soft in a way, but we're taking it. Thiago made no mistake from the spot, coolly sending Mamardashvili the wrong way to take his tally for the season to 7. Brilliant. Shortly after the restart, Nathan Collins and Vandenberg made brave defensive blocks after Dominic Szoboszlai's low cross from the byline caused chaos in the Bees penalty area. Ouattara headed Kayode's cross on the right wide, while Ekitike struck hard and low across the face of goal, as the second half continued at a frantic pace. Another opportunity fell to Ouattara with 84 minutes on the clock. The former Bournemouth man got across Kayode to meet King Lewis Potter's arrowed ball into the box, but his glancing header dropped wide. Salah brought down Szoboszlai's cross from the right with a sublime first touch before blasting into the top corner via the underside of the crossbar to set up a nervy finish at the G-tip. Yeah, great goal. He was poor in the game, really, Salah. I think we also had a part in that, a role in that, stopping him doing really well. Liverpool threw the kitchen sink at Brentford during more than 10 minutes of stoppage time. But the Bees stood firm to secure back-to-back victories in the Premier League. And there were the teams. There were the lineups. Manny again. I think the ruling for the penalty was that the foul was on the line from Van Dijk, so it became a penalty. Neither he nor Kayode will be at Liverpool next season, mark my words. No, probably not. I think they probably will have to get Kayode now. Looking at that, he needs something in that defence. It doesn't look good. Even Van Dijk is a bit shaky now at times. Anyway, these were the lineups: Brentford, Kelleher, Kayode, Vandenberg, Collins, Ayer. Henry replaced him, Rico Henry in the 96th minute. Henderson, Yarmouk, Janelt replaced him in the 29th. Damsgaard, Jensen replaced him in the 79th. Rutara, Onyeka replaced him in the 96th. Thiago, Sharda, and Lewis Potter replaced him in the 79th. Subs, Valdemarson, Pinnock, Carvalho, and Nelson. Again, none of them used. Liverpool 4-2-3-1. Mamadashvili, Bradley, McAllister replaced him in the 62nd. Konate, Van Dijk, Kirkes, Robertson replaced him in the 61st. Szoboszlai, Jones, and Gamara replaced him in the 70th. Salah, Wirtz, Gomez replaced him in the 83rd. Gakpo, Chiesa replaced him in the 61st. And Ekitike. Subs, Woodman, Endo, Yoni, and Morrison. None of them used. Attendance, 17,214. Brilliant. Great attendance there. Andrews thrilled with fearless Brentford. Brilliant. Head coach Keith Andrews heaped praise on his Brentford side following Saturday's 3-2 win over Liverpool. I'm very proud of everybody, said the Bees boss. There was something in the air. I felt good coming into the game. But you're playing the Premier League champions, so it was always going to be a difficult evening. The way we approached the game was fearless. Vandenberg proud of deserved win. Brentford defender Sepp Vandenberg has expressed his delight at the Bees' win over the Premier League champions and his former club. I'm very happy, and I think we deserved it, the centre-back explained. We struggled a bit at the start of the game. The way they pressed and the way they built up was a bit different to what we expected. We stuck together very well, scored two good goals, and then the 2-1 Liverpool goal was a bit frustrating. We have to do better there. But second half, coming out, the pressure we gave, the confidence we had the whole game, I'm just so proud of the boys, exactly, and so am I. I'm proud of them. Brilliant. And he had a good game as well, Vandenberg, in this one. Very good. Maybe it's playing his old team that brought it out in him, to play this well. Because I don't think he's always been great in all the games. But in this one, he was brilliant. So, right, let's get into the player ratings. Salah did have a poor game. But a great goal at the end, Needs to be dropped and come on as a sub in the Premiership. There have been reports about bust-up between him and Slot. He might leave too. Well, I think we'll take him. I mean, look, what is he, 33 now? But I think he's still an amazing player. The thing is, I don't think he's going to be he's going to be a lot of money, and paying his wages would be a problem for us. So I guess not. But you know, I still think he's a great player. I just think I don't know what he's doing at the moment, resting on his contract, not playing at his best. I don't know. You know, what is it? Is he just off form? He's in a slump. So, but the only, I mean, maybe that goal might fire him a bit. I don't know. You never know. Manny there again. I'm sorry, mate, but today is the last Sunday in October. So as of 2 a.m. UK time, BST is over. The clocks are set back, so the players haven't had an extra hour of rest for today's game. Today's game's right. Yeah, cool. No worries, mate. Yeah, I guess so. But anyway, right. Be up to you, Tully. Yeah, I hope you're happy as well. I am. You know, a fellow Bees fan. I think we're both overjoyed and really pleased with this. Great performance from us. Amazing performance. I'm sure you are happy with, as well as me, with this. Manny again, I think I'll have a gym session now and hopefully be in time for the game. See you soon, Steve, and well done once again. Yeah, no worries, bro. No worries, brother. Have a good one. Enjoy the gym session and everything. And anyway, be up to you again, Tully. Brilliant result last night. Yeah, exactly. I'm really happy. I'm excited and happy about everything with it. It was the only things I do hate with the referees, the officials, apart from the decision of giving us a penalty. That was great. What else that happened with it, Hooper and Robinson? Well, absolutely pathetic they were. Adding that extra minutes at the end of the first half, is it four or five extra minutes that bloody prick Hooper added on, and then conveniently didn't come out for the second half. Apparently had an injury or something. Conveniently didn't come out because he knew the pressure was on him then, and the people would be on his back, really giving him a hard time, and so they should. We were up in arms, our fans, about that last night. They played extra time on, and they scored. You know, we should have been going in at 2-0 at half time, and then they don't get any momentum, and you know, they're still really down. They're low in confidence. Although, yeah, it didn't matter in the end, but you know that could have mattered to us, and they could have given some impetus in the game. We're getting that goal, you know, late in the first half. Don't get me started on refs. No, Tully. I mean, but I can't help it, mate. I'm pissed off with that last night. I think they're trying to be big time Charlies, these referees as well, and they know they're in the spotlight. They know with all this with VAR and everything as well. They know it sort of centres on them a little bit, and the actual decisions they make. And I think that was convenient that Hooper couldn't come out for the second half. But we had that Tim Robinson, and he was just as bad, but he did give us the penalty. So that I am happy about. But anyway, let's get into the player ratings. If you want to do your player ratings as well, Tully, I hope you managed to see the game and give you player ratings for these. You know, fantastic performance from the guys, the lads, and so Kelleher. Well, actually, I'm going to do this a different way now. I'm going to try and let's get to the. Sorry, I've got to try and get to the squads, the teams. Here we go. And right, I'm going to do it this way, I think. And Queer and Kelleher. Right. What are we going to give him? I think the thing is he still conceded 2. Don't think he could have done a lot about either at the goals. Not really. I think he had still a very good game. Wasn't always called into action. And the little things he did do, I think he was really good. And I think I'll give him a 9. 9. I think he was really good. Apart, I couldn't do anything about the 2 goals. What are you going to give him, Tully? What do you think, Kevin Keller? Do you think he deserves 9 or less or more? Up to you. I mean, I think the only thing is, he did concede 2, but they weren't his fault. If they were his fault, I would have given him a lot lower mark, to be honest. So for me, a 9. I thought he was really good. And now maybe he's starting to play like a proper number 1 now. I didn't watch it live. Well, no worries. I mean, you can watch it on like YouTube and stuff. Do all the highlights, match of the day, that sort of thing. Any other sort of football streaming, they'll have it on. But yeah, I thought he was really good. So 9, yeah, for Kelleher. Right, let's get back to right and defenders. Right. Let's go with it's going to be the man of the match for me, and he was anyway. He was given that, Michael Kayode. What a player! What a player! What a fantastic player this young man is! What a signing! An absolute gem we got here. Absolute gem from Fiorentina. Italy under 21 international, and really he's got to be in the full Italian team. Surely he's got to be a full Italy international now. He really has, because I think he's superb. He marauded forward. I was at a dinner. No worries, yeah. No worries, bro. Good player, yeah. Fantastic player. What a signing. And again, neither of those goals were his fault. He wasn't responsible for that. And he was incredible, marauded forward, great long throws, getting forward, keeping hold of the ball, coming out of it, a long way out of his half into the opposition half. Okay. I thought maybe he could have had a shot at times when he got that far, or whatever. He just didn't quite have the confidence to do that. And he kept it fairly simple with his passing. Didn't try anything too extravagant. Maybe one, I think it was one he tried a back heel. It didn't quite work. But I thought overall, this guy is amazing. He was absolutely incredible. He kept that side, the right-hand side, whoever was out there, Gakpo or whatever, fairly quiet most of the game. I thought he was amazing. And I'm going to give him 10. The full mark, 10. Awesome. Absolutely awesome for me. What a game. What a game this guy had. And if he can keep this going all season, and that's a big if. But with a lot of our players now, we've got to keep this going all season. It's going to be tough because I think most of these teams we have beat haven't been at their absolute best. But then again, I think we've been awesome still. But it's going to get tougher for the rest of the season. And I think we've yet to get a really team at their top form. We will have Palace next Saturday. So maybe, although they've hit a blip, they've been on a bit of bumpy road at the moment, bit of a wall. Maybe we could take advantage with that as well. I don't know. Still a very good team though, and Newcastle as well after that. So going very well, and not too far after that, we'll probably have Arsenal, I believe. So it gets even tougher, really. But yeah, this young man gets 10. Amazing game, player of the match, man of the match. And right, let's get to the next one. And let's go with Nathan Collins, who I think was also great in this game. I thought he was really good. One of his best games recently. Really solid, great attacking, interception, blocks and things, and very good clearing things. So I'm going to have to give him a 9. I thought he was really great in this one. 9 for me. Yes, I know we keep saying that we conceded 2 goals. But again, I don't think that was his fault either, as such. So a 9. And amazing stuff from him. Brilliant. Right, let's get on to Sepp Vandenberg. Who I also thought was amazing in this game. I mean, I wasn't sure about him. I didn't think he was good enough, really. But now after this, can he keep it going after this? Because he was great in this game. You know, great blocking. Maybe he's eventually getting used to it. Maybe he's starting to. It's taken him a little while to get into it with us, but maybe he is now. I'm not going to get gassed after one great performance from him, though. But in this one, he's getting a 9. Great last-ditch blocks. One fantastic ball over the top for Sharda to get in and cross it. Yeah, I thought he was great. Amazing. 9. Definitely. Right, and Christopher Ayer to complete the defence. I thought he was great to start with. He was great when he first came out from the start. But then he got into, bozo mode, the bozo gene near the end as well. With that bad pass to Janelt. Oh, sorry, Janelt, bad pass. Well, done the pass to him. It wasn't a great pass by Janelt. It wasn't great, got to say. But you still have to go and meet the ball. He was waiting for the ball to come. It never had enough on it to get to him. You've got to go to that ball. And he was intercepting, and of course it led to that second goal for Salah. So for that, I've got to mark him down. I would have given him at least a 9, but I'm going to have to give him an 8. He still had a good game, but that mistake knocked it down from 9 to 8 for me. Be up to you, Steph. Hope you're well. Brilliant. Thanks for coming in. Buzzing. Had a feeling you'd win, Steve. Well, thanks. Yeah. I didn't really, and I should have done. But yeah, I thought I should have had enough confidence and faith in us to win, but I wasn't. But I take all that back. I was wrong again. Absolutely wrong. 10 likes, Steph. Yep. Brilliant. Keep that going, guys. And follow me on Insta, Mr. B for Life 182, and subscribe to Mr. B Hive Football Chat. And smash those likes, guys, as it says down there on that ticker. You know, please sub if you're new. But by the way, my cricket channel is ending. I've decided to do away with the cricket channel. It's not doing well enough. I haven't had enough people watching, enough interest. And for me, this is my bread and butter, what I'm doing with this football one, with the bees, and I think that's enough. So I've decided to give up with the cricket channel. I know there's only a few though liked it, and it wasn't good enough, wasn't enough to keep that going. So I've had to give that one up. Oh no, you love cricket too. Oh well, sorry, Steph, but there just still wasn't enough interest, I'm afraid. I wasn't getting enough views, not enough subs or anything. So really, I couldn't keep it going. It's hard as well with other ones this channel to do. So really, I couldn't keep that one going as well. So unfortunately, it's gone, Steph. But anyway, right, let's get back to this, and we get to the midfield, and Yarmulke. He was quite good again. He was very good. Unfortunately, got injured, so I can't give him a full mark. I suppose for what he was doing, I'll give him a 7. But if he had played the whole game, maybe an 8 or 9, I think. But unfortunately, he was injured. So yeah, 7. But I think he's still a good player. Very good. He's coming on, getting more games now, and I hope he comes back and be fit again and play in the next one or another game or something. So I'm sure he will be back. But for now, he's got a little injury, that slight. I don't know how bad it is, but we'll find out. But anyway, I'm giving him a 7. And well, Damsgaard, superb. Amazing player. Brilliant ball for Sharda for the second goal. Fantastic ball. What ball of the game, pass of the game. And he was great in the game again. Okay, did do 2 or 3, well, a few passes didn't go quite well enough. Got him a little bit wrong. But otherwise, he was amazing. 9 for Damsgaard for me. Another player we have to keep hold of. He was great. Great again. One of our most creative midfielders, you know. Amazing. What's the game from him again? So 9. Right. Now, of course, came on for Yarmulke. And I actually thought he done well. He was actually very good when he come on, Yannick. And he done some great corners as well, you know. Okay, that pass, he was involved with that. The pass with I had a bit short with the pass, not enough pace on it, not a great pass, and they intercepted it. So for that reason, I would have given him maybe a 9 or something. I thought he was really great when he came on, but for that mistake, an 8. I'm sorry, it's an 8. If he hadn't made that mistake, he would have definitely got a 9. And big up to you, Berber. Thanks for coming in, bro. Haven't seen you for a while in here. Thanks for coming in. Let's go. Slot in. Congrats, Mr. B, mate. Yeah. Thanks, bro. And well done to you lot again, Man United. You and Steph and all that in here, United fans. Another great win for you lot as well. 4-2 against Brighton. Well done. Brilliant. Bramo, brilliant as well. 2 goals. So well done to him again. Right, let's get to Jordan Henderson. Well, what a game. What a game from Jordan Henderson yet again. I originally didn't want this guy here. I didn't want him at Brentford. I'm totally changed that now. I think he's been amazing for us. 35 years old. I didn't think he'd be good enough still. I thought he was finished. Still playing for England. I thought he was great here. Ex-Liverpool, of course. 12 years he had at Liverpool. What a performance. And I'm giving him 9. 9. Brilliant. You know. And that experience really helped us as well, again. So I think he's great, Jordan Henderson. Yet again. I'm eating my words yet again. That humble pie. With a bit of custard or something on it, on the humble pie, you know. Anyway, I think of it as like an apple pie, so I'm having custard on it. So, anyway, guys, right. I think that was it for the midfield. Yes. Let's get to the strikers, the attackers. Ouattara, I thought was great. Fantastic game. Scored the first goal, of course. Brilliant goal, brilliant finish. I did think he did miss too many as well. Headers, though, he had some great chances. Really could have added to that. Possibly could have had a hat-trick, really. I still think he had a great game. I was going to give him 9 originally. I think if he'd scored them other goals as well, but actually, no, I'm going to give him 9 still. I'm going to give him 9. He got a goal as well. I thought he had a great game. Really did. So he's getting a 9. A 9. So, yeah, I thought he was amazing. Right, let's get on to Kevin Schade. I actually thought he was really great in this game. Scored the second goal, and I thought he had a really great game. Really, mostly, always looked dangerous with his pace over the top. Great ball by Damsgaard that found him for the second goal, of course. One of his better games, I would say, really. And I'm going. Yeah, and he has scored. I'm going to give him a 9 as well. I'm giving this guy a 9 for this one. I know there is still more to come. He wasn't quite at his best, very best. But for this, I thought 9. 9, definitely. He put himself about more, done more in this game than sometimes does. He's a bit lazy at times. But for this one, a 9. Of course, Igor Thiago. Well, didn't have the game quite the game he had against West Ham. He was brilliant against West Ham. I think he was a little bit quieter in this one. Not at his very best, but I still think he was good, and he got a penalty, scored that penalty. Some other chances he had, a header over, of course, and one or two other things weren't quite good enough. So for that, though, I'm going to still give him an 8. But he wasn't at his very best here. A little bit quieter than against West Ham. So an 8. And the subs, let's go with the subs. Let's see. I would give Janelt what did I give him? An 8. Who were the other subs? Let's see. Henry. He came on. Rico Henry. Didn't do enough, so only came on near the end. In injury time, I'll give him a 5. Can't give him any more. Who else came on? Not Hickey. He didn't come on, guys. Sorry about that. He wasn't fit. He wasn't on the bench. Midfielders, of course, was Lewis Potter. Onyeka. Didn't do enough. Didn't do much. Come on near the end. 5. Matthias Jensen didn't have the impact he had against West Ham as such. I'll give him a 5 as well. I gave him a 8. Who's the other ones? Lewis Potter. He's not on here. Forwards, Lewis Potter. Hold on. Lewis Potter was the last one. And he done a little bit, actually. I thought he was really, really good when he came on. Great cross that I think it was for Ouattara. Yeah, great cross. And I think he headed wide, just past the post. So I thought he was really good when he came on. I'll give him a 7, Lewis Potter. So that was about it for the player ratings, guys. Fantastic performance. Amazing. Incredible, guys. What can I say? But can we keep this going? I mean, we got to stay grounded. Can't get too ahead of ourselves. I'm still not totally sure about Andrews yet, but this was great. And if he can keep this going, well, we're never going to get down there in the relegation fight. If we can stay like this, keep this going, well, it's going to be tough to keep this going all season, I think. And we are going to hit a bump. We are going to hit a wall at some stage and have a few defeats, maybe. Suffer a few defeats against really great big teams. But for now, I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving this, guys. I'm going to celebrate this while I can, This is incredible, to beat the champions. Yes, they're in a bad rate. They're in a slump. They are in a slump, no doubt. But we've beaten them. I think it's only the second time probably in the Premier since we've been there. We've beaten this lot. So it is. We beat them 3-1 in 2023. The 22-23, or was it 22-23 season? We beat them 3-1. So, only the second time. So I'm really happy, guys. I'm loving this, This is incredible. But we can't rest on this now. We've got to keep going. We've got to keep doing it. I mean, now we got Grimsby in the Carabao Cup on Tuesday. And, we can't take them lightly. We just cannot. Of course, they dumped Man United out, as we all know. And this is not going to be an easy game on Tuesday. It's not. We think, we got past the worst. We beat Liverpool. Really tough game it would be, but we kind of made it look easy most of the time. But, it's... I think Grimsby are going to offer more. They're going to offer more fight than Liverpool and have more about them, I think, in a way. Big up to you, Harry, Hasper TV. Big up, mate. Well-deserved win. I don't think you guys are going down now. Thiago's been immense and you look a solid unit so far. Cheers, bro. Thank you. Means a lot. Thanks for that, bro. And you lot are playing today on your Spurs, yeah? I think it's 2:00. Your one, isn't it? 2:00. Yeah, you got to come back because you didn't do that well. I mean, what was it, 0-0 in the week? I think in Europe was it 0-0? I believe so. Frankie's losing it a little bit there, I think, at the moment. But no doubt you'll get it together. Frankie is a top manager still, Thomas Frank. I'm sure you'll get things together, Spurs, at some stage. We lack attacking threats, yeah. Well, you ain't having any of our players, Harry, I'm sorry. You're not having any of ours, sorry. No way, bro. I'm amazed he didn't. Look, actually, Thomas Frank didn't get any of our players, did he, in the end? Yeah, he took our staff, backroom staff, that he knew and he had there. So he took a few of them. But he didn't actually get any of our players. So hopefully he won't. Because we've got to keep these. I mean, you'd probably love to have the likes of, say, Damsgaard, I believe, and possibly not Yarmouth, who am I thinking of? Sharda. You'd probably love Sharda. Or Tiago, whatever. But no, they're staying here. We're keeping them. You're not having them. I think he's trying to keep it solid and not concede because most likely we will only score 1-2 or 2-1, whatever you're saying there. We have been nicked with Sharda. Yeah, I know you have. Yeah, that's why I said it. I know. But no, you're not going to have him. You're not having him. That's it. We were linked to Damsgaard, yeah, late in the window, but don't give much credit to it, no. Yeah, 2 goals. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, and but yeah, if we're big enough now and saying we won't let these players go, we won't. Because at one stage we kept saying we're a selling team. But if we want to do something, we got to keep hold of these players now, Damsgaard and Sharda and others. You know, we can't let these go now because otherwise, what we've done so far will count for nothing. And these players have been involved in that and got us here where we are now. So if we let them go, we are done, really. So no, we cannot let Damsgaard or Sharda or a lot of the others go. I mean, yes, actually, I mentioned Yarmouth because he was actually linked with Man United. So, and to be honest, I don't want him going anywhere because I think he's been really good, and I was surprised with him. Thomas didn't really give him much of a go. He brought him on at times as sub, or maybe in cup games played him a bit, but not really played him enough. And now Keith Andrews is giving him a big go, a long run, which he deserves for it. So, anyway, guys, I'm going to bounce because I was going to go finish a little bit earlier. I was going to finish about 11:45, but 1:45, I mean. But obviously, it's got my lunch to have, Sunday lunch. Anyway, guys, I better go. And thanks for everyone that's been here in the live chat. Harry, to you. Hasper TV, Berber, Stephanie Griffith, Tully, Manny. Who else? We had True Copite Reds, which is Jordan. Honeygun, that's Harry. Kev. Red Rain, I don't know who that is really. But yeah, thanks to you guys being in the live chat. I said to you, thanks, Tully, great show. Yeah. Cheers, bro. Brilliant. As I say, please follow me on Insta, Mr. B for Life 182. Subscribe to Mr. B Hot of a Football Chat. And smash those likes. And please sub if you're new. I'm up. I want to get to 200, guys. Come on. 185 still. Get me to that milestone, next milestone, 200. Please, guys, come on. You can do it. Brilliant stuff. Please keep showing me love and support like you always do. Brilliant. And let's keep this going upwards, this channel. And for the time being, though, until obviously my preview for the Grimsby one, which will probably be tomorrow. at some stage. I don't know when. But anyway, until the next one, guys, I'm out of here. Can't you bees? We stung those Scousers. Yes. Come on. Come on. Let's keep this going, guys. Cheers, everyone. Bye.